Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Drag Show. I'm Stu Smith, and our guests tonight are the newly elected and crowned Emperor and Empress Saybelline and Frankie Hernandez, their Imperial Majesties. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having us.
The Drag Show is elated to have you both here.
Well, thank you. We're very excited.
And right at the beginning of your reign.
Absolutely.
Right? So what's it like so far?
It's been surreal.
A whirlwind.
It's been surreal and magical at the same time. I think both of us have been so well received and embraced by the community, and that is sort of overwhelming. And it's been phenomenal.
Well, congratulations. From everything I've heard and that I know about you, it's been so positive. It's a welcome relief.
Yes,
I shouldn't say that. That sounds like somebody else was not so good, but I mean, you're really a breath of fresh air for San Francisco's Imperial Forces, in my personal opinion. And I'm grateful that you're here. So, what was it like campaigning? I don't know anything about how you do that.
Well, it's
like running for office.
It's running for office. It's a public election.
Yeah, I know that. I got to vote for you both.
Yeah, and it was amazing. We had 4 exceptionally great candidates. It's hard not to acknowledge that.
Oh, absolutely.
For the first year in a while, we've had 4 really great candidates: Ray McKenzie, Lamonistat, and then Frankie and myself. And,
yeah.
And it was nice, but the campaign is a public campaign, so it's just, it's tough.
Yeah.
You're out there every night, every day, everywhere, shaking hands, kissing babies, doing everything that you have to do to drive the vote home. So it's exciting. And then, our community just, by electing us, really gave us a vote of confidence that, that's so overwhelming. I mean, no one can imagine how that feels to have that happen.
Yeah, it's got to be incredibly rewarding and heartwarming.
It is.
But anyway, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, you're from New Orleans.
I am.
And Frankie, you're from San Jose.
I'm from San Jose, native
All
Californian.
Right. Yeah,
native
me
Californian.
too.
Very good.
Well, so tell me about how you got here, and then we'll talk to Frankie.
Well, I started drag many years ago. I don't want to date myself too much.
You don't have to worry about it. We don't recognize age here.
Okay.
Young or old.
But I started in New Orleans, 1980, Mardi Gras. It's Mardi Gras 1980. I was, inspired to go out and drag and had the support of an incredible drag family. And I paraded in the streets, and that one moment changed my life forever. I was, the attention I got as a drag queen was nothing like I had ever experienced. So, I've been at it since, and I did take about a 10-year hiatus. And in 2008, I came back out. When you take a 10-year hiatus in drag, people forget about who you are.
Yeah.
So you have to rebuild your name a little bit. But a lot of people. I have a lot of old friends here in San Francisco that were pretty amazing. And the last few years coming back out was, I became Miss Cowgirl with the Imperial Court in 2009, and which just sort of gave me sort of a platform to sort of launch where we're at today. And about 3 years ago, we both decided that someone asked us, they were actually asking Frankie when he was going to run for Emperor, and he just looked at her and said, when she's ready. And the rest is history. It's just been pretty amazing.
That's a very interesting sideline. I mean, you two are married.
We are.
Mr. and Mrs. Frankie Hernandez.
Yes, we are.
And married at City Hall, I think?
Actually, we actually had a big wedding down in San Jose.
Okay.
When we were allowed to be married.
Yeah, the state had that window where...
It was there. We had both of our families came together. We had about 200 people.
Mm-hmm.
We had a little bit of his Latino heritage, so we had the mariachis, and then from New Orleans we had the jazz music.
Oh my God, that sounds great.
And we actually, our friends here in San Francisco, we bussed them. We hired buses so everybody could drink responsibly and have a great time. and it's been amazing.
That's
It's been
great.
amazing. Yes.
That's wonderful. Congratulations on that also.
Thank you.
So, Frankie, San Jose,
Yes.
how did you get here to be wearing that beautiful
Oh.
gold crown?
Well, I actually got involved with the international court system in 1992, and 1997 was elected as Emperor of San Jose, along with my biological sister, which was kind of interesting because she's a straight woman, I'm a gay man, but we worked it out, and it's very successful. We had a great time, and have always continued my relationship with the court system. I've always been sort of community orientated and loved the charity aspect of it, so that really kind of hooked me. And then, came to San Francisco. Well, many trips to San Francisco, but then met my husband-to-be at one point and just decided to make the move, and here I am. Here I am now. I'm the reigning emperor of
That's
San
pretty well.
Francisco.
So, your family's down there. You up here most all the time, both of you?
Yep. We
Okay.
live, living and working here, it's tough to do.
You've
both.
you've been involved in the nonprofit world. For
I
a
have.
while.
Yeah, I've been working for nonprofits for 20 years. So everything from domestic violence to families of the incarcerated, and I work for a much larger nonprofit now, but still the same type of work, and just really love it. It's really important to me to give back. So.
Yeah. Well, the court system, that's pretty much all you do, isn't it?
Yeah, I think people have, they don't realize that, when you want to run for Emperor and Empress, that you're making a commitment, your own financial commitment, because it is a volunteer organization. Even
Right.
though we're publicly elected, we're making a commitment to be ambassadors for San Francisco,
Mm-hmm.
travel around the country when we can, and to really kind of step forward and create a platform for raising money for charity. And spending our money doing that.
I know. It's for a full year.
For,
You got all the clothing, you got travel, you've got all the expenses attended with appearing at events constantly.
right.
I mean, I don't even know, but I had lunch with Donna Sachet today, who asked me to really offer you guys congratulations and her love and best wishes. And
Thank you so much.
she's very happy about both of you. But why would somebody do something that costs that much money and is so time consuming? And I mean,
I think for me it's easy, because, I think anybody who's ever, a few years back, I needed help.
yeah,
I needed help, and I didn't have the means, and I had to reach out, and it was a very eye-opening experience, Now I have the money, I have the time, and some talent, and and it's important to give back. I mean, I've always been involved in our community, but it's really having that experience when I needed help. After being a caregiver for so long in our